your temperature, your thermometer will then inform you how no better could reduce temperature equals more heat units equals faster growth rate equals more money on your pocket faster. Yeah, so we have Mafogas, I think.
We'll do it after.
We'll call.
Like if you are not comfortable in the greenhouse, the crop is also not comfortable in the greenhouse. When you walk in there, you think, it's so intense. There's a farmer in only because the only ventilation is just very long. It will also not work. That's why most of the greenhouses use tunnels. So then, yeah, if you would be in a hot place like Victoria, a different greenhouse would be also advised. Then in the winter season, when it's also getting colder now, in the night you feel temperatures are cooling down. That's when at night and you maintain a bit of temperature inside of the greenhouse, so your crop is also will grow.
Height rather than a tunnel. This always works better. But it's usually the size for me. This is a personal perspective. I've visited several farmers. The better it feels for me when I get inside, because not of that greenhouse I know they feel not very comfortable and do not I know to manage the production whether
30 6 times 5
all right.
Oh, 90 centimeters.
I think it's manageable.
Okay.
Anything above that, it becomes difficult. Okay.
Also here.
Oh, okay. Crop in any structure. In a tunnel, you can. Some farmers have all tunnels. Some farmers have the Gothic shape. There are different times to be limiting you depending with the structure on how far you want to push the crop. And there's several.
Yeah, the design does matter. Like if you would grow like crops like maybe, for example, even strawberry or lettuce in like aquaponics or things like that. Like the height is less important, the gutter height. But if you grow a crop like cucumber or peppers, the gutter height. So with gutter height, I mean the height till this point where you would have a cucumber. You want the cucumber to reach like the height of the gutter where you would have like the wires. 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters, a cucumber would start growing. So once the plant is reaching that wire, you have to make a decision. But basically, that's the easiest moment of growing is until it reaches the wire. Then when it reaches the wire, there are different things you can do. Like for example, the cucumber, there's a technique that it can start growing down, will be affected at a certain point. So once it keeps growing up, it's per square meter. And that's something for greenhouses that per square meter. So with that you would know you can analyze what is the best population in your greenhouse. Do you want every 30 before you enter the greenhouse? Sometimes farmers write it even on the crop population of that specific greenhouse. How many plants are there in that greenhouse? Are there 1,000 plants?
True. Maybe you can also share your stories. What are some of the challenges? And bring it to light and also to the ones already in there also that would need. No, maybe you can speak up a bit so Varuk wants me.
I have never sold anything before, and they are the cucumbers. Right. Tatanga kutsvaga. Arina kuti uchazomboti ndichambori store kana kuti chii. You have to make cucumbers akaita over 800. Atakafushira mugumu.
Oh my God.
Because of that experience yekuti unongoti vanhu vachatenga. It's not that easy. You have to have sure. He has shown me his certificate he has shown it, my friend. This just shows Kutichi.
Because it's not overnight, you know that.
Yeah, it's not overnight. It's like later learned, it progresses. Saka, but me as an ordinary layman, kuti tingomuka munda wadaro zvakangondinetsawo kuti something is this way. I need to get knowledge about the greenhouse and how it operates. But fortunately what then happened is his replacement, a non-trained individual but experienced, he came akati mama ine ndakabata zvema greenhouse. When I leave this place, I want you to be an expert in greenhouse management. So if you are willing to learn from day one, and I no problem, no challenge. This is someone asinomboenda kuchikoro, asainyatsokuti mama apa zvatakutasana nazvo ngatiite isu kuna plant ichiyoita, and he would uproot that plant or take my roots. They would take cucumbers. Then we moved on to akanyatsobuda and we harvested zvirwere and what not. Saka takaita papers iwayo akanyatsobuda zvakanaka. But the second lot yakarohwa ne-red spider. And I agree with someone who said you cannot get rid red spider. Azviiti. Unotongoimanager, but you will get to a stage painotokutaurira kuti ashamwari azvichaita destroy munda utoita move on. So my experience is takazoita food paper and yeah, different. Saka takaisa kandela ndoyanda kuti it's now coming to its end of the life. To harvest things we find, the field was admirable. Tikamboharvesta tikafamba. Then as I said, uzongodzwa kuti mama ane tuta, and I know nothing about tuta. I've never heard about tuta. Kungoimagine kuti aneno and several chemicals to alternate just to manage it. But it gets to a stage where unonyatsoona kuti no, izvo zvisisina productivity. Just better move on. And hence why I said ndiri pano kuti ndinyatsonzwisisa kuti tuta how do you manage it, you know, disease management, and you need to maintain that. And also the unfortunate thing is horticulture, it's a buyer's market. You can never go to anybody who's not around and realize, let me tell you that, unless you do your timings. There's a time I remember my English cucumbers, but because it looks like Madomas achatoramba achienda, you can say and then for you as a farm to know.
Also another
share something on your price ya uchatengesa I'm telling the truth. Domasi takatakuita kandela takataura ndenda takakuita paper bush type ngeni ekubira manje vanganwekera ni 50 cents market ngeri 20 cents each. Indi hapana zvandakwanisa kuita because ndine domasi sometimes ukarima uchiti vakati zvakati anoziva zera tuta yakawena singaizivi vaenda pakona sopekipe ikatangira pakona then vanoda kurima nemafoni ka sometimes magonomi said chii aita 1 week asina kuoma andizika tsvagawo because paikasvika pakona deni akatsvaga munhu ari kurima matomato zvakamusindira pizza newo chete ane 10,000 ana kumuitera saka anenge ari papishi saka mutomato wese okay ndakazoita tuta second time ngenokutaurei ndaifamba mugreenhouse every day ndopai panonzi unofanira kutaura nemaplans ako unotanga benzi but you should communicate nemaplans ako uchifamba every plant. Saka ndaiti kana uchifamba pa every plant ndinenge ndikaona shizha rangoita ngiraita tuta ma leaves yakadikire kabisa handiti because my plans in ione plant muri kuwirirana handiti because ukuona every day paukuita scouting uita sei muri kufarirana rinokuudza plant kana uchirima mugreenhouse ka rinokuudza kuti pana pakuda ammonium nitrate handiti because you communicate in mafamba ne5 mapepa mu hapana kusvika kupomona uko ndichakufonera pepa yatengwa $80 $50 alright vanozoenda kune answer indigo iri mutown anonzi Mr. Mutsveni zvikanzi alright buda mari pekg $1 vanaendesa so vanhu vatinotengesera vanokuzozva vanoda ivo saka zvinoreva kuti unofanira kuchiziva kuti TM kana une maproducts akawanda TM utenga nemari mbari utenga nemari pane vamwe mamiddlemen vanochenesa kumbari because sometimes mbari ino vazhinji vanoda cash markets auchatsvaga iwo pauri kurima zvinhu zvako yakamira sei nekuti kana iri TM ini ndasvika panapa ndine 2000 kg vanoda zvipi then zvinokubatsirai pakutengesa saka ini ndakaona kuti pandakapinda mumarket ndakastruggle kutengesa zvinhu zvangu zvisingaiti tomato rangu ranga rikandela ranga rihombeso hakuna iritenga because ukadendesa kune mother chicken slice ndiye akangopfura nepambawo zvikanzi matoza kupanisa mwana ndoziva ndiye munhu akazenga kunitengera kukandela. And the other thing is not tie down everything. Ukatenga fertilizer $10 no down. Ukatenga chakati no down. Why ndiri kunyora pasi ekunozondeka handaita mari ndita uza kuti wakatenga zvinhu sekudidi nembeu kusvika pakutengesa unoona profit $100 uchimbo chitutuma ndikaita mari wesa 1000 mongo no tie down everything chese chawaita nyange kudiriza inini chayo akambondiseka rimwe zochimudza kuti ini pa watering pacho ndotodiriza kuti ndadi every plant ya receive vakauya vanoginozi ndabuda asi kana musina chanyorwa manje ndopaipa kuzoti anzi munhu anosvika mvura daily sechidiriza anzi anozoti nodiridzwa ndezvo 2 minutes and 30 minutes kudiridza munhu angovhurira mvura saka not tie down everything.
So for those who are below 35 youth council ine facility yayo kuita yekuvhura companies for small to medium businesses youth council. So if you have 35 wakutonovhura company you can use mwana oenda ku youth council ma-RTG moenda ku youth council iri pa opposite AFC kai ndinosona AFC mukizi and agribank izi yaka so kana wakatimira kuside kuno building iri across iyo yongopinda mukatoda kuenda kune youth council they will direct you easy agribank. I think so and opposite mukangopinda mom I think it's 7th floor or 11 achazi munoto register company easy zvatopera mara TGS
my tomatoes, they were really happy, but here came the challenge. They wanted 200 kgs every 2 days. So per capacity so it is very, very important for us, my producers, farmers, to batana, because Pick and Pay IT. If you give me your tomatoes, I'm also catering for 6 other branches. So per marketing do pakadi pa supplier quantity do pakandi those come to zona ma brokers vachita mari because aninga izoti akatora pafari anoenda as far as mutoko achino supply kublawa as far as big anenge achitoziva kuti mainingi akuibva amainingi ari pafruiting amainingi mentioned about my price kuti pamsika vanoku dictatera price. It's because you have small quantity but ukashika uriwo uchidhingura musika wacho unotaiwa womakasi inini produce yedu iyi iri kuenda this price because havana muri tomato farmers mese muri cucumber farmers mese muri paper farmers. It is very important, so that's my contribution. Thank you.
I wanted to say the same thing with my farmers is to be taking up you know, kukwatiya mkuya vanda consistency vabuda musystem and after 2-3 months vanobvisa vese vangosiri
chakati. I think we shouldn't be selfish. Zvekungoti pane mumwe munhu izvezvi atozoti pane pakati parudo macucumber but just because haana tine kamwe kauka kusada kuze but you can never satisfy the market alone. Nangwe uine ameno 5 hectares dzemagreenhouse or 5 hectares dzemagreenhouse haufa wakasatisfy Zimbabwe yakakura.
We also want farmers. Asina even an offer letter emunda. It's not anything. What you simply do is ukauya to tell you tinoda mari makandinzwa nani. Like right now, flighted ku RTG tikuda ma suppliers of various categories. Maybe $50, $40. This covers for 2 years.
RTG, the hotel. Okay.
Yes. So RTG stands for a group of 6.
Rainbow.
6 hotel. Simply do is kana uri farm, we see them tunotakanaka here. The next thing takukudza kuti tinyorere formal letter inenge ino address, ndinyorera Rainbow yangu address ndei, ndinorima zvakati address 200. Ndabva ndakomenda panzi nevavo. Vamwe vanoti batanai. Tikaziva kuti muri kuita zvonge edu. So tobva nechi production. Iye munhu ndiye akutongoputwa akachiti akanoti product yakupera. Vanozivana naye vari vana mafarmers maybe ndo akutenda vachinompochi good produce. Tikaita challenge the quality not short past along Second Road iri pa Keldon inonzi more fresh. And it. So maybe ndatadza kutora kwauri because ndavisita pafamba pako ndikaona kuti hauna capacity. Ndakuya pa point capacity yanga ichitaura. We really need capacity. A good example, tikauya pafamba pako tichida munhu ane capacity. So nyaya capacity yongororei. Saka ndakupaiwo mambo anga aine mafarms just like you, but they then figured kuti havagoni kuramba vachingoproducer vachimita capacity, saka vanoenda kumbare vanotsvaga good produce, vana magood relationships ikoko, voya voita se voti supply because ndo vatakuziva. So we know these companies, supply to them. Yes, uchamusupply ne dollar versus $20 rango uchida, iye akutowana the 20 cents, but you are overcome the problem, made the loss yango uchida because you failed to sell your produce. I figured kuti madomasi, take your number and then I'll say to you supply munguwa yakati. I will tell you won't supply and I will tell you tenda ko unodono matsvaga we now ndotokudza ne size yandisingaside ndotoya nayo, you will not meet. So you have tomatoes, you have potatoes and seasons, you have watermelons and seasons. Anototambura ma grapes chaiwo ane time yekuti tinototi grape rako yatangodya idu mudzambiri 800 166
800
166.
and the name
Innocent.
Thanks Mr. Inu.
So I just wanted to comment on your
Yeah, comment and then we take one.
but you could also consider your partnership when it comes to increasing capacity. We have farmers vari kuChabwino at the moment vane 4,000 square meters, 2,000. These are guys who came together. Like, let's do this. So I just thought Pataranya capacity, let me highlight this. Could you might also do my partnerships. So no increase our capacity. You own capacity that maybe Damuno's out to no kwanza good issue. Yeah.
Hello ladies and gentlemen. I'm called Z TFS. I would like to try to address the challenge in my markets, then also share our market. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to people who have been doing this business for a long time, especially tomato farming, there is a thing that we call value addition. It might help you to evade the losses that you would incur when you fail to find a market. I have a contact in Bluffview of a guy who is currently processing tomatoes. He has got a dehydrator, a dryer at his home. So what he does is that when he fails to get the market for all his goods, he will take the remainder of the goods and he just simply dries them so that he makes soup he makes marinades, he makes chilies from that. You have to, if the fresh produce and the remainder you throw it away. It's, in terms of things that you have, maybe aunenge wakaita handeti. So one. Number two, we have a group with Eco Farmer that we are formulating. What we are trying to do is that we are trying to gather farmers, and we are also trying to gather the processors, so that we can get the information, what kind of produce do they want, at what time, how much. Then we communicate with the farmers, so that for example, in processing tomatoes, there is a number that is absorbed each year in Zimbabwe by the processors. So then allocate per farmers at now. So for those who want to be part of that group, you can also add your numbers. I will take your numbers from the Riverless guys. Just make sure that your number is there. I will add you in the group. Then I will tell you the whole story about it, so that you can be part of it. Oh, my number. My name is Kudzi. My number is 0675 622 309. So value addition. That's it.
One last person, then we go to the tour. Okay, I think when we do the tour, she can talk, or anyone from TSF can talk something about watering and fertilization in the structure, so that we cut on the time. Okay, I think we can now do the tour. She will lead us as we go. I don't know, can we do one group or we can do two groups? Okay, I don't know how you would want to divide the people, and you can help.
Groups of 10 would be most ideal.
Rotating. So the nutrients for pit mouse, you can use different systems. Those ones we are using lines, as you can see, but these ones we are using arrow drippers. The advantage of this one is the water is going directly to the plant. Two, it conserves your water, and it prevents the weeds from growing on your greenhouse, on your plants. So it will advantage of reducing the labor. To that one, you may need more people to move to other products that we have. It can cool by either by spraying water at different time intervals. It can test your moisture in the soil, and it is about closing and opening or closing, and 20 seconds the water, fine droplets of water will come out on that coabler whilst irrigation, because this system needs a high pressure pump. Can open. This anti-leak valve is used to stop the water to drip into the
bags.
Do you need different growing media like cocoa peat, pine bark, etc. So borne diseases.
So if you are using something like interesting.
All right.